I want to talk about something, and I need you to be honest, even if it's just with yourself. When someone says he is a made man, what comes to mind? A big house, title, money, the car, the respect when he walks into a room. I grew up seeing men who had all of that, men who had the outward markers, and I watched some of them quietly fall apart. Marriage is gone. Children who did not even know them. Bodies falling and failing because they never stopped to rest. Reputations intact, but something hollow underneath. A Made Man is a podcast for men who are done pretending, men who are building something real in their character, in their families, in their faith, in their finances, not just performing growth, but actually doing it. We're going to talk about the things men need to hear, but nobody is saying. Discipline, failure, money, marriage, fatherhood, faith, legacy, brotherhood, and what it actually feels to become who you are meant to be. This is not a motivational show. No. I'm not going to shout at you and then send you back home. I'm going to sit with you, man to man, and we're going to go somewhere real. Let me tell you what the word says a made man is. The word says a made man is a man who made it. Past tense, arrived. The business is running. The children are in good schools. The passports have stamps. The bank account does not embarrass him. Done. And there is nothing wrong with any of those things. I want those things myself. I'm actually working towards those things. But here is what nobody tells you. Those things can all be true and you can be completely undone inside. I have seen men with everything on the outside and nothing on the inside. I've been in rooms with great men who felt the loneliness underneath the bravado. Men who have built empires and lost their children. Men who carried every financial burden and collapsed under the weight of it all because they were all alone and they had no one they could actually talk to. The worst version of a made man is a man who has arrived. But arrived where? At what cost? To do what with what remains? There is a version of success that is very expensive loneliness, and I refuse to call that a made man. So, what is a made man actually? Listen, this is what I believe, and it is what this entire movement is built on. A made man is not the man who arrived. A made man is a man who is actively being built. A man under construction. A man who chose to let the fire of discipline and failure and faith shape him into something that will outlast him. Made does not mean finished. Listen, made means intentional. Made means you stopped drifting and began building. Made means the pressure in your life is not breaking you, it is forming you. This year, we hosted our second A Made Man conference in Lagos. And when I looked at the 500 men in the room, I did not see any man who had it all together, including me. I saw men who were tired of falling apart alone. Men who wanted to stop pretending. Men who wanted someone to talk to them like they were capable of more. Men who wanted brothers, not just contacts. That is a made man. A man who is honest about where he is and is committed to where he's going. The made man is not behind you in history. He's in front of you in possibility. And the gap between who you are today and who you are meant to be, that is exactly the territory this podcast was built to walk you through. Let me be specific about who I'm talking to. You're probably somewhere between 25 and 50. Maybe you are home in Lagos, Abuja, Accra, in Nairobi. Maybe you are in London or Houston or Dubai or New York, holding two words in your hands at once. You're navigating career and calling them family and faith at the same time, and sometimes it feels like you're failing at all of them simultaneously. You have had enough motivational speeches or content. You do not need someone to hype you up. You need somebody to sit across you and talk to you honestly. You want to be a good father, but your own father may have left gaps in your formation. You want to build wealth, but nobody sat you down and explained money. You want to lead, but leadership was never modeled for you in a way that matched what you believed. You want brothers, real ones, but somehow your closest relationships are still surface level. This show is for you, not for who you are pretending to be, for who you actually are right now and who you are fighting to become. Here's what this podcast will be. Some episodes will just be you and me. I'll bring a topic. I will speak from my own life and my experiences, my failures, and as much as my wins. I'm not going to hype you up or give a theory that I've not lived. Other episodes, I'll bring men who have failed publicly and rebuilt, men who are deep in marriage and fatherhood and can talk about it honestly, men who carry faith not as performances but as a bedrock, men from different corners of the world who are navigating the same core questions. And some episodes, I'm going to bring 2 or 3 men in one conversation, and we're going to let it be real. No prepared answers, just honesty. We are also building a community around this. The A Made Man app is live. You can get daily principles, get accountability pods, and connect with men who are in the same fight you are in. The link is down in the description. Here's what I want to leave with you today in this first episode. The made man is not a destination, it is a direction. You do not need to have it all together to be a made man. You need to be moving in the right direction with the right things anchoring you. Discipline, integrity, responsibility, purpose, and legacy. If that is the man you are trying to become, you are in the right place. In episode 2, we're going to be talking about discipline, specifically why men who commit in public keep collapsing in private, and why the answer is not more willpower. Subscribe wherever you are listening, share this with the man who needs to hear it, and if you know someone who has been pretending to have it all together longer than is healthy, this is the show. Send it to them. My name is Temitope Ajijola. This is A Made Man. Conversations that build men.
Podcast.
See you soon.
Conversation that build men.